Greetings everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're making a first-person shooter in Trailmakers. Woohoo! I don't know why I say woohoo every time. But anyways, where was I? Yeah, so I've already kind of started because I had this idea for over a week and I just finally got time to record, so I was not going to wait that long before even starting, so I am massively done. I said actually like a bunch of times. So, where am I? I have this. This walks. Yeah. It's not the best walking animation in the world, but it works. And yeah, it walks. It's mouse control turning. And the arm with the gun, also mouse control. This is a shotgun. I want to make different classes, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And we're also going to have to paint it up properly. And yeah, there's also a shield on one side. So you may be wondering how exactly all the logic and stuff works here. If you're not wondering, I guess you can just skip ahead to the building part. Pistons. They're how I walk. If you lean forward, then they can push back. And, well, yeah, go forward. Simple enough. Why do I have an accumulator and other arithmetic gates and comparison gates for the leg motions? Well, okay. So you know how sometimes when this walks, it jumps a bit high into the air? So what I'm doing there is when it jumps into the air, I don't want to keep on like walking, doing the piston cycling like back and forth. Oh, relax a bit. So that's why I have the sensor here, which detects when we're high enough off the ground, like basically when we're in the air. It will stop the motion, but the accumulator is there, so it retains the leg motion. So without the accumulator, it would just be like it stopped moving in the air, and then as soon as it got back in the ground, it would reset. So if it got in the air with its right leg, it would still, once it gets back on the ground, still be just using its right leg. What this will do is, if the right leg pushes into the air, then when it gets to the ground, the next motion will be the other leg, so it'll be the left leg then. So, if that makes any sense, it's basically like, it remembers which leg it did last, so it'll do the other leg afterwards. So that's all that is. Now let's do the gun. So the gun, what it's doing is it has this accumulator, which acts as the fire rate delay, basically, because I don't want these to be firing at max fire rate. This would be very fast. This is a shotgun. So that's why I have this accumulator, which it measures half a second, basically, because it goes up to maximum 0.5. So every half second, you can shoot this. But why don't you set the delay in here? Because then you can just hold down the button, and then it would just keep on shooting every half second. So instead, I have the delay here, and then the accumulator goes into here. This one checks whenever the accumulator is at max, which means the gun can be shot. And it activates this AND gate, along with this control. So basically, whenever the accumulator is full, then I can use the control to shoot the guns. When the accumulator is not full, I can't use the control. And then that's going into here, and this is just setting a maximum negative 1000 into the accumulator to instantly reset it back to 0. So every time I shoot, I don't want to be able to shoot again, so this will set the accumulator back to 0, triggering by the shoot button. So then it'll count up again. So even if I spam the buttons, it'll only shoot every time the accumulator is full, which you can see at the bottom right of the screen. Alright, long logic explanation aside. Oh wait, there we still have one more thing I forgot. I also have this on the side. This is my turning by mouse control. So if I activate everything, if I look to the right, it'll turn to the right. But it won't turn to the right when I'm over here. So I can, this much area I have free look. And then if I move up my camera a bit more right, it'll actually turn. This makes aiming a lot easier. How am I doing that? Well, basically, I have this aiming servo and I have these sensors. When I'm aiming right enough that the sensor triggers, then only it will activate the gyro to turn. If I'm not aiming that far right, then the sensor won't trigger and the gyro won't activate. Same thing with left. Now what I have done is I have the left angle to be a smaller number. Why? Because, well, you can't aim left as much as you can aim right, in this case. Because the arm's on the right. It's just how it works out. That's why I've did that. And I think that's it. So this is basically finished, except I haven't painted it. But what I want to do is I want to make different versions of these guys. This is like the normal shotgun guy, but I also want to make a few different versions, like a rocket launcher maybe, a melee version even, a standard like I don't know, akimbo pistol version because there's 2 hands, and maybe a DMR or sniper kind of thing. So these are my 4 ideas. So that's what we're doing today. Woohoo! So first things first, I want to paint this though. So I'm gonna do a quick paint job, and I'll see you right there. Alright, so this isn't much of a paint job, but it's. I'm not great at paint jobs. I think you guys all know that already. So yeah, what I've done is basically, if we do a multiplayer battle with this, which by the way, if you want, then tell me, because I think that could be really fun. You can basically quickly set your colors. So I have all the aiming servos with the secondary color to my color, the shield with the secondary color to that, and the skis with the primary color to that, and the secondary color to this. No, it should be this actually. Everything else is primary black, secondary dark gray. Alright, so with that aside, I think it's time to work on the next version of it. So I'm thinking, let's go with an akimbo pistol design. So no shield for this one. And I'm not gonna delete it just yet. Let's design the gun first. So I'm not gonna go with like some fancy gun design. Like this is not fancy gun design. This was more about the functionality, not the aesthetics, in my opinion. What weapon should I use? Tiny cannon or tiny blaster? I mean, this has 5 blasters, but the fire rate's very low. And it has a spread. So maybe 2 blasters could work, but I like tiny cannon. Maybe 2 tiny cannons per arm? I think that could work. So total 4 tiny cannons. Alright, so I've set the bottom cannons to delay of 0.05. Let's set the top ones to just 0. And what I'm thinking is, we can do right click for the right arm and the left click for the left arm, maybe. And let's see how this works. I did get rid of the system for the turning with the mouse, so I'm going to have to fix that. This looks weird. Like, in first person, it should look fine. Yeah, this looks fine in first person. Maybe we can move the arms up a bit. Alright, I think this version works. You have this entire area to view, and if we want to turn, it still feels a bit strong, I think. We can adjust that. We can adjust the turning values. Yeah, okay, that's way too strong. But otherwise it feels good. I like this. So I guess that's another one done. What should we do now? We have a shotgun, and we have an akimbo pistol kind of thing. Well, I don't know what these really are, but yeah. Akimbo machine gun pistols, yeah. Machine pistols. So what else can we add? Let me first save this, though. Alright, so we've made this one. What else should we do? I think we need... Alright, before we do the 2 hard ones, which are going to be like the sniper, because I have to make an aiming system for that. Well, that might not be that hard. And the melee, because I'm going to have to figure out how to exactly do that. Because I don't want the melee to be, well, dying every time it hits someone. Because, well, both parties get damaged when you do melee. So firstly, let's do the rocket launcher then next. I think that could be a good one for next. And I'm going to base it off the shotgun version. Because it's similar in a way. We don't want the shotgun. Instead, we're going to put a big rocket launcher up here. Alright, so let's just make a tube for the rocket launcher. Wait, For the rocket launcher, we don't have to use the actual rocket launcher. We could use like a cannon as well. I'm gonna try both. Maybe a cannon would work better. I'm not sure. We'll see. And I have an idea. So you know these little new pontoons? Well, they're not that new anymore from 1.8. I think they'll fit perfectly because they're circular, but they also have this area. So I'm gonna use the new pontoon. Or the old pontoon, I guess. And let's slap a tank cannon at the end of that. Alright, that looks kind of odd at the back, but I think I like how it looks. So now we have this massive cannon. And it has a very slow fire rate. So let's... Okay, it's a bit sparky. I think that's because it's colliding with this aiming servo right here. So let's move this one down. And let's make a base kind of thing over here for this to connect. Now you may notice these look very delicate, and they are. They're not meant to be like really strong first-person shooter like models. They're supposed to be weak, so they fall apart easily. Because I don't want them to tank a bunch of hits. Because, well, normally if you play a game, you're not shooting them for like 5 minutes straight until they break apart. That's exaggeration, but you know what I mean. All right, so I like this rocket launcher. And then fire. But it does look like you're holding a cannon, not a rocket launcher. But maybe that's just the aesthetic we're going for. But just in case it's not the aesthetic we're going for, let's try the rocket launcher as well. See if that one feels any better. This one definitely feels a lot better. This one actually feels like a rocket launcher. Yeah, I like this one. Plus the explosion is a bit smaller, so it might be more balanced as well. And a faster fire rate. Fire! This one's actually probably one of my more better ones. The ones I like more. Yeah, I like this. Alright, so I think that's good with the rocket launcher then. Fire! Kaboom! Yeah, I like this one. Alright. Rocket launcher is good. Let's save it. Save as... rocket launcher. Alright, now let's try some of the harder ones. Okay, so for this one, I am once again going to... No. This time I'm gonna need the accumulator. Because I'm gonna make the sniper rifle now. And I also don't want a high fire rate for that. So we delete everything except the accumulator. And you can be moved to over here. Alright. Now let's design this rifle. And the way I'm thinking of doing it is... I'm also going to move this up for here. The way I'm thinking of doing it is I'm going to have maybe like a camera block on the actual gun itself. So let me first build out the gun, I guess. It would make a lot more sense if I did that. Okay, we don't want that fire rate. That'll be really strong. So now we get rid of the control from here, and instead we send this AND gate into here to the 4 guns, and just like that, they should work. Now it's time to make the scope. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I just put a camera block here, and maybe I can put another like a sight on top. Let's try that. So firstly, let's get a camera block on here. So this is where we put our camera block. Alright, so now we have a camera block here. This one we want a low field of view. So maybe like 30. And we don't want... Actually, no, that's fine. Look around's fine, because camera block's on the aiming servo, so that works fine. And then in front of that, we're gonna grab another one of these L brackets and put it there. This one's gonna be transparent, like glass, and then we're gonna put a decal on it. What kind of decal should we put? I like this one. Let's try that. So I press shift. No, that works. Oh. Aiming is a bit weird. It does work. Okay, aiming up and down is not responding the same way as the other directions. I don't like this. So like, let's say I'm trying to hit that tree in the distance. Right there. I mean, I can aim. I think that would have hit the tree. But is it any... I mean, that feels like a lot easier to do than actually aiming. So, what can I do to make this aim more precise? Maybe I put this here. Outside of the actual, like, gun. So it's not actually on the gun. Maybe that would work? No, this feels better. This honestly feels better. I wish there was an option for like these cameras to... Right now there's only a angle, like how far left or right or up and down I can view. I wish there was an option to set like the up and down constraint and the left and right constraint. Because right now I don't want it to do this thing where I'm like looking at the bottom of the gun. I'm not actually looking at the sights themselves. Or when I look up, I'm looking at the top. I'm looking at the sights itself. So I don't like that. And I wish there was an option to limit the vertical range, but then keep up the horizontal range. Basically, an extra setting in the option. What am I saying? Basically, an extra setting in the camera block options for individual vertical and horizontal range. But I think I can just do what I want to do by just having this like 5 degrees up. Yeah, this works. So basically you're relying on the reticle to aim, but this is a lot easier to aim. So let's try even hitting that carrier. You see the top part of the carrier out there? I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to hit it from here. But I am aiming towards it. But you can see the gun has it so much spread that that's not really possible. But I am aiming towards it. It's not that hard to aim towards it. Like some of those shots would have hit, yeah. Assuming the bullet doesn't despawn by the time it gets there, so those shots would definitely hit. So, I think this works. Alright then, we have a sniper. I like this. So what next? Well, in my original plan I only had one more character left, and that's the melee. So let's do that. Should we do... I'm gonna set this at DMR, it's not really a sniper. So let's try the melee. So what I'm gonna do for this one is I'm actually not gonna have the walking animation, because I need this guy to be like really fast. I can't have him like slowly walk. I mean, let's be honest, this walk is not slow. If you look at the speed, it's going at 50 kilometers an hour, so even up to like 60. But like, so it's not slow, but it needs to be faster than the other ones at least. So I'm gonna have to basically put a whole new walking mechanism, or I can just not walk. Because I mean, do I have to walk? I could just like put skis at the bottom and I'd run. I think I'm gonna do that. So yeah, that's the plan. So we can literally get rid of all of this walking stuff and just put skis at the bottom. Alright, for the melee guy, we're gonna Speed! Okay, this might be a bit fast. Maybe not this fast. But I kind of want him to be fast anyways. Alright, for the weaponry, I'm thinking maybe we just give him like a sword, but on the sword we line the edge with blasters and a sensor. So whenever the sensor detects, it'll just fire all the blasters. So it's almost as if like the blade is cutting it, but really it's just the blasters cutting. If that makes sense. That's what I'm thinking of doing. So let me just make it, honestly. It might be simpler if I make it. Random thing, by the way. I'm pretty sure this is new. This red dot. Well, I knew that was coming with this update, like 1.9.5. But for all the people on the low graphics setting, like me, like on the really low settings, I couldn't even see the dot last time I played. So, but they made a new quick update with the aiming servo stability, so they're a lot more stable now and they don't wobble as much. But I think they also added this because this wasn't like this before. So I can actually see the dot now. I can see what I was changing with the where it's detecting from. So thank you guys for helping out the low-end computer community, I guess. I don't know. Back to building. Alright, so we have this here. I don't know if this will work at all. I mean, I know it'll work. You can see right there. But I don't know if this is a good idea at all. But we do have this right here. He's very fast, as you can see. Maybe a bit too fast. And he has big sword arms, which are sensor activated. Which if I aim down on the right spot, or maybe not, I guess not. You can see it triggers. Is this effective though? I have no clue. But let's save it and spawn in another guy to see if it even works. Oh no. I am so smart. You guys know what I just did? I overwrote the akimbo pistol save. With this guy. Okay, it's not the end of the world. I can just quickly make another akimbo pistol. This is the same concept. It's really the exact same thing, except massive sword arms. So that's not a problem, but why do I make mistakes like this? Whatever. Let's grab rocket launcher guy. That's a random subject. And I don't know why this guy's falling over. And die! Oh, wow. That works. I think that works. I'm gonna have to figure out something about this guy falling over. If you did not know, these tiny blasters are literally 7.5 kilograms each. For comparison, Smart Cannon, this massive cannon, is 2.9 kilograms. Minigun, this massive minigun, is only 4.4 kilograms. Yet these tiny blasters are 7.5 kilograms. Yeah, they're the same as a full blaster, which are also really heavy. But, like, it weighs less. This minigun is like, it's not half. A minigun plus a smart cannon would not even be this weight. This is heavier than a minigun and a smart cannon combined. Just one of these tiny blasters. Why? But yeah, okay, so that's why it tips over when I move the arms. Because, yeah, they have a lot of mass. But it's fine. We just go to first person. It's all fine. We also fall over. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. So what do I do? I mean, do I need the blasters? I could also just put smart cannons here. They're way, way lighter. I'm pretty. I mean, they should be the same weight as like a normal. Oh no, even see, smart cannons are 1 kilo. Tiny smart cannons are 2.9 kilograms. Tiny cannons are 1 kilogram. So these weigh less than this, which makes sense. So why does this weigh the same as this? And why is it more weight than these two combined? Okay, rant aside. Let's replace this with tiny cannons, because they're 1/7.5 their weight. So they'll be a lot lighter. 7.5 times lighter, right? That's how that works, right? So yeah, and if I lean down, it causes the whole creation to lean up. What do I? Oh, I can add a 50 kilogram weight to this guy. He's gonna have 100 kilograms on his legs. Now this guy still leans over. Why must he do this? Oh yeah, pipes are also heavy. I forgot. Each one of these pipes is 0.8 kilograms. So we can make that lighter. Oh, I don't think it's the weight that was the issue. It's glitching out with itself. I think I just misconnected something. Or I don't know what, but I don't think the weight's the issue, actually. Now that I look at this. Oh, this is connected here. See, I just spammed all of these gyro stabilizers. Maybe that was the issue the whole time. Would you look at that? It's perfectly fine. Okay, well, the issue's fixed. I think these are fine, though. I don't think we need the blasters. Alright, I'm coming for you, rocket launcher. Speed. I mean, maybe it's not that overpowered. It's just hard to aim. I'm trying to aim down, but it's not really working. There we go. Die! Oh, I just got launched into the air. Die! This is not working. This one might be a bit easier in third person. So let's just spawn all the guys we created, minus the akimbo, because I kinda got rid of him accidentally. So let's spawn all the other guys. I'll do the akimbo off timer. Alright then, that's it for today's video, I guess. We made 5 people. We only have 4 here, but we made 5 people. And we can use them as in a first-person shooter, I guess. Yeah. We have the sniper guy. Let's try getting one of this guy's arms. Oh, aimed. Oh, and there he goes. Never mind. We're not getting that guy. Oh, wait. What happened to my camera? There we go. Alright, let's aim and fire. There's one leg and there's the other leg. So yeah, we made these guys. I'm still gonna have to balance them a bit, but I think we should use these in a multiplayer video. What do you guys think? I think it'd be fun. So, yep, we have sniper guy, we have shotgun guy. This is the original one that I made on my own, basically. So yeah. And then we have rocket launcher guy, which is currently down here, which is probably one of the more fun ones to use because it's a rocket launcher and it goes kaboom like this. And we have this guy who's running away right now. This is the melee guy, which doesn't actually walk. He uses skis for legs, and he has 2 massive swords which are sensor triggered, so I can't manually shoot them. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed, well, like the video. If you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe and comment some ideas on what we should do with these guys. Or if you have any other ideas for, like, what other people should I make? Like, I have the melee, rocket launcher, TMR, shotgun, and the akimbo pistols. Is there anyone else I should make? And, yeah, we'll probably make a multiplayer video with these, hopefully. But that's it for today. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.